So I thought I would do a video of giving myself a blood thinner injection, because it's kind of intimidating if you're thinking about doing that during your pregnancy, which I was before conceiving. And I did look up some videos on YouTube. They were not very well taken, so hopefully this one will be a little bit more helpful. Maybe with my tips you could feel a little bit more at ease about it. So basically you need your alcohol swabs to clean the area beforehand. You need your Lovenox, or this is generic Enoxaparin. And you just need your sharps container to put the needle when you're done. So it's not a big deal. Just take a little alcohol swab, and there's just a couple of things that I found that have been helpful, and one of them is to pick a good spot as far as where you're going to do your injection. I think at the beginning when I started doing this, I kind of got like a vein every now and then it'll just like bleed a little bit afterwards, but if you're careful, then you shouldn't end up hitting a vein or anything. So just take your little alcohol swab, and they tell you to rotate which side you're doing. So usually it's good to go in a line, and I don't know if you can see in the video, but I obviously have like a vein here, and so you just want to pick somewhere that doesn't look like there's a vein there. And if you're doing this every day like I have been, then it's good to kind of go systematically, and you do like left, right, depending on the day of the week. So just pick your spot, and then remember where that spot is. The next thing that you're going to do is get out your actual injection. And this is what it looks like. It's got a little lid on it for safety. And you probably can't see this, but the needle has an angle to it at the tip. So you want the angle to be like facing up. And a nurse told me that that should help just as far as being less, less painful, also less potential for bruising. So you just pinch an inch is what they say. And then you can put it in as slowly or as quickly as you need to. Honestly, the first time I was the most nervous, but after that it was not a big deal. Now the thing about this is that Enoxaparin or Lovenox, it can kind of sting. So if you just do it slowly and push it with your fingers slowly, then you'll find that it actually doesn't sting as much. And then sometimes I find that it'll sting like maybe for 5 minutes after giving myself the injection, and sometimes it won't. So I think it just kind of depends. And every now and then it's kind of a little bit painful going in, but like that one, it wasn't painful at all. And there's only like a little teeny tiny red mark, so it's no big deal. So then what I do afterwards, just for like extra precaution with the needle, is I go ahead and I take this little lid and I just put it back on the end, and then I close it. That way, just in case, because I have kids, just in case like nobody is going to get poked by this needle. And then just open up your sharps container and just drop it inside. So I hope that this video helps you to know that it's not a big scary deal, and if you need to take a blood thinner after surgery or during pregnancy or after pregnancy or whatever your case is, I think that you'll be great at it. And I have so much more respect for people with diabetes, having had this experience. That was actually, I counted it earlier, that was my 223rd shot. So yay me. I'm almost done with it. So if you have any questions, go ahead and just leave it in the comments below, and I'll try to answer your questions. Hope you have a good day.